Hello everyone, welcome back. If you watched my previous video, which was my first ever YouTube video, welcome back to me. If this is your first time watching me, hello. My name is Lily Maxwell. I'm an Australian makeup artist and beauty therapist. I'm 20 years old and I just like to show how I do my makeup, and I give tips and ideas for everyone out there that needs new makeup or new tricks and different ways to expand their creativity. This video is going to be a how-to on the perfect base for your makeup. So this is going to run through how to create the perfect foundation base and concealer and how to apply them perfectly to appear seamless, non-blemish free skin. Now if you're someone that does have blemishes, I would suggest finding makeup that does suit your skin concerns if you still like to wear makeup. But if you just want to watch this and see how I apply my foundation, then keep on watching. So I've gone ahead and done my brows off camera, and I've also primed my face as well. So I went in with the Makeup Revolution Color Correct Green Primer to help with my redness. So for the next step I would normally do in my routine is my brows, and because I've already filled in my brows, I need to do a little bit of fixing up. So I'm going to go in with my concealer. So I'm going to go in with my primer first, which is the Cosmetics Base by Louise, and this is in the shade Rumour 2. So I like to use this one to prime underneath my eyebrows and prime my eyelids, but I'll only use a little bit for now just to go underneath, so it's pre-primed already. And then on top, because I don't want too much of a harsh line showing on top, I'll go in with my MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation with SPF 15. So I'm just going to go ahead and conceal my brows, and I'll zoom you up so you can have a look and see how I apply that onto my skin. Alright, so I've just gone ahead and concealed my brows on top and underneath. Also, I will include all of the products that I will be using in this video down in the description box. So if I don't say any of the products that I'm going to be using, that's where you'll find them. So first, I did this in my previous video. So first I like to go in with the Garnier Skin Active BB Cream, and then I go in with my correct skincare with my correct foundation colour, MAC Studio Fix Fluid with SPF 15. And the BB cream is a lot darker than my skin tone, so I will be using that in the contours of my face to give myself more of a bronzed foundation base. So In my last video, I didn't explain the application process of the foundation as much. So I normally like to go in with 2 different beauty blenders. Now these two are 2 different brands. The orange one is Real Techniques and this one is just a Kmart. For my Australians, they know where Kmart is, and I just got this, I think it was about $3 for a pack of 2 of these, so it's pretty good and they're quite soft. I don't like to use a beauty blender that's really harsh, which I feel like it won't blend the foundation as much. And the reason why I use 2 is because I have 2 different coloured foundations. So one I will use for the darker one and the other one for my actual skin colour. So first I will go in. Also, I'm really sorry for the background noise. There's currently a windstorm happening as well and I chose the wrong time to do this. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with the darker foundation. This one's quite medium coverage, so I'm just going to put a little dollop on my hand. Reason why I like to put my foundations on my hand, because if they're thick foundations, I do like to warm them up a little bit on my skin so they blend up nice and easy on my skin. Okay, so I'm just going to move this out of the way. And then I just start going in. And now it looks like that I'm pressing quite hard with this beauty blender, but I'm really not. I've got quite a light hand when I'm applying this. I've gone ahead and done that on my contour areas of my face, and now I'm going to go in with my skincare coloured foundation, and I'm going to use a different beauty blender, and you want to make sure these are wet as well so they feel quite squishy. And again, putting a little bit on my hand. This one's quite medium coverage as well, but I do go in with a coloured powder afterwards, which gives it more coverage. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop that on the rest of my face, but I also like to blend it out with the other foundation that I used as well. Okay, so I've just finished putting on my foundation and I've blended that all out, and I've made sure I've got no harsh lines anywhere. Now you did see in the speed up that I did go in with a smaller brush and go in around my nose. I do like to do that because I do have a nose piercing, so I do recommend that for people that have facial piercings. Get a smaller brush, dip in your foundation again, and just rub just gently around the area, and then go back in with your beauty blender and just blend nice and easy around it. Doesn't matter if it gets dirty, you can just go in with the other side of your beauty blender, and I just like to wipe on that nose ring, and just it gets rid of that foundation on the nose ring. So next I am going to set my face. Now I don't really like to bake as such. Now baking, for those people that don't know what it is, it's using a translucent powder, a loose translucent powder, and going in with the wet beauty blender and going in and covering all of the places that you've just highlighted with your face essentially, and that helps set the face a lot more. Now personally, I don't really like to use it on my face because it tends to get really dry in the areas that you would normally bake in. So for this case, I do just like to go in with a pressed coloured powder, and I just pat that all over, because if I went in with a translucent powder under my eyes, it would cause a lot of creasing. So for, I guess, the older people, the people that have more fine lines on their face, I would suggest this option that I'm about to do. But if you do prefer baking, then that's fine. This is just how I do it because it works better for me. So the one I'm using today is the Rimmel London Silky Beige Compact. I don't even know what to call it. I think it's just a tinted powder, I guess you would call it. And then I'm going to go in with, I guess you could call it dense. It's a quite dense, it's a powder brush. You can use this for powder foundation, and so yeah, it's quite dense, but it's also fluffy at the same time. So it's pretty much a 2-in-1, so you can powder and bronze as well at the same time. But I just use this for powder. So as you can see, this is a very loved powder. So I'll just grab as much as I can. I'm really going in here with quite a bit of pressure. And as you can see, I've got quite a bit of product on there. I'm not going to tap it because I'm going to use that product on my face. And it's a waste of makeup, so why would you tap the excess off? And I'm just going to start by under my eyes to set first, and then I go around my nose, and then on my forehead, and then on my chin area, because of those are the main concerns for my face, as I do want to set them first. And then I just go in everywhere else on my face and on my neck to make sure that everything is set in place. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and done the setting for my face. As you can see, it's quite simple from what you saw in the speed up again. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of my face. But before I do normally like to go in with a setting spray. Sometimes if my face is feeling a little bit dry, depending on the weather. At the moment it's humid, but it's wet. We've currently got windstorms happening, so it's in that summer, spring, dry weather at the moment. So I'm going to go in with Hydrate and Fix by Makeup Revolution, and I'm just going to lightly spritz all over my face just to refresh my skin again. So now that I've got my setting spray on, I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I will show you what it looks like at the end, and I will give you some close-ups of my skin as well. Alright, so this is the finished look for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up on the like button, and please hit that subscribe button as well if you want to see more videos like this. And if you want to, please follow my Instagram, which is @LiliesBeautyWithin with an underscore before the within. Have have a great week, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye!